Hi there, Martin here at Martin's Bazaar. Thanks for joining me again this week. So, you've just moved house, you've just decorated your kitchen or your dining room, and you're looking for something to brighten it up. Or perhaps it's somebody's birthday, or even Christmas, because Christmas is coming. How about a new clock? A new clock for your dining room or kitchen. A clock like this, 10 inches in diameter. And this week's video is how I made this clock. But before we get into the video, I do have to say, as always, a very big thank you to my YouTube subscribers, my Facebook likers, my followers on the other social networks that I play with. So thank you very much indeed for liking me and following my page. I hope that you're enjoying the videos. Please do leave comments. I do enjoy receiving comments, be them nice comments saying how lovely something is, or even a criticism, I don't mind. I will always reply wherever I possibly can. So this week, let's have a look at how I made this 10-inch tulip wood clock. Thanks for watching, bye. I've got all the bits and pieces that I need to make the clock laid out here. I've got the clock workings, which is just a quartz movement, second hand, hour hand, no, minute hand and hour hand. They're fairly inexpensive, you can pick them up off, you can pick a setup like this from eBay for about £4 or about $6, something like that. A blank of tulip wood, which is 50mm thick or 2 inches, and I think this one's 10 inches across. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half on the lathe with a parting tool, so I can actually make two separate clocks out of this one piece. And of course the clocks need a centre hole drilled. Not only because I need to put it onto the worm screw, but also because I need to be able to put this piece of the spigot, the spindle turny thing, through to put the hands of the clock on. And then with a centre finder, I'm just going to find the centre of the blank. Now you can see I've put all the lines in and the centre is somewhere around there. Right, time to get the drill and drill it out. I know that the worm screw on the chuck attachment here is 25mm, so on the drill bit I've marked off 25mm. So I know how far down I need to drill. I would do it on the drill press, but my drill press doesn't have enough distance. It doesn't fit basically. So I need to make a 25mm hole straight down there. There we go. I'm going to use a nice sharp bowl gouge for this, just to true up the outside of the bolt. Here we go. The rim of the clock is trued up, and I've marked a line where I need to part it off. Now the next thing I've got to do is put the recess on the back of the clock. So this is going to be the back of one clock, and this is going to be the back of another clock, or the other one. So I've got to put a recess in the back of this one, so I can turn it over and put it in the chuck, and then put the recess in the back of the other clock, this clock. So when I then part it off, I'll then have two clocks with the backs with the recess on. I also need to know how wide to make the recess so the clock the clock workings fit. So I need to measure the diagonally the widest dimension of the clock, and find that it is 73.71. So if I make my diameter 74 millimeters, then I know that the clock will fit. And half of 74 is 37, so I'm going to find 37 millimeters on my compass. Find the centre, which is about there. Make the mark. You can see the recess down to its depth, and that the clock face fits in there. The clock workings rather fit in there quite nicely. Unscrewing it from the worm screw. Carefully, so not to drop it on the back of the first clock. Worm screw out, and then put the recess that we've just made onto the chuck. I've put a little bit of tape across the worm screw hole because I can't find the centre of a hole with my compass unless I've got something to rest it on. So by using the duct tape or the Jaffa tape, I can just push that in there, find the centre. There's the mark. Here's the back of the second clock, and what I've done, because this is the back of the clock, and the clock will look nice hanging any way round, I've added 4 holes around the outside, so the new owner can hang the clock this way, this way, this way, or this way. So I'm going to turn it round, and I'm going to do the same thing on the back of the other clock, and then part the two off. Okay, both of the backs of the clocks are done, as you've seen, and now I just need to part them off along my centre line here with a nice sharp parting tool. Fingers crossed. It's a long way in. There we are. That will be a clock face, and there's the other one. Here we go, clock face number 1. First thing I need to do is drill the hole down the centre for the clock workings. There's an 8mm drill bit in my drill chuck, so I'll spin the lathe and then just gently pass the drill through the clock. And that's it. I'm going to use my bowl gouge to clean up the face. sanded down to 400 grit, and I've decided I want to put a feature ring around where the hands pass. So I've got my minute hand here. I'm going to place it over the centre, and I think I want to put a ring about there. Just the width of the parting tool, that's all. And before I started sanding, I added some lines down there, but I think they need to be a little bit deeper. So I'll do this ring and the lines in there. Don't forget when using a blowtorch to wipe your lathe down as much as you can, because the last thing you want to do is set fire to your lathe. What I want to do is I want to put a line, a blackened line around here. I'll have to go in and probably do this feature chapter line again. A little bit around there. And some around the edges, just to give it some atmosphere kind of thing. Being careful, of course, not to get it too hot. That you crack the wood. Give the flame a few seconds to settle down. Yeah, I like that, and the wood isn't too hot. Yeah, sweet. Right. Then we need 600 grit paper just to finish off and just take off any nibs and stuff, and then oil and finish. And here's our clock face, sanded down to 600 grit after it was scorched and then oiled and lathe polished. I've already put the back of the clock in, and now all I need to do is just put the hands on. They're just a press fit, and there we go. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Bye for now. This week I was wondering what the time was, so that's really bad. Oh, come on. Car. And another one.